What's going on, guys? So today we have a red day in the markets, but for some reason the whole pot sector has been green. We have Aurora Cannabis, we have Canopy, we have Hexo, we even have Canntrust in the green. And there's a main reason as to why the whole sector is green. And that one reason is because of Curaleaf. Curaleaf has announced some pretty good news, and we're going to be getting into that. We're also going to be looking at Aurora Cannabis and more. But before we get this video started, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button, and let's get this video started. So looking at the markets today, it all seems to be red. We have the S&P 500 down 0.39%. We have the Dow Jones down 0.24%. Crude oil is down. But when you look at the pot sector, you have Planet 13 up 3.1%. Hexo is up 1.1%. Aurora Cannabis is up 3.7%. Aphria is up 4.29%, Canopy Growth is up 3.12%. We even see a company like Canntrust that has had a huge sell-off in the past couple months, has had a lot of negative news, up 2.78% today. And the thing is, none of these companies has really announced any good news. Aurora, Canopy, Aphria, Hexo, Canntrust, they didn't release any good news. There's one company that has brought up the whole sector, and that is Curaleaf right here. Curaleaf is up 18% today, and we're gonna get into news as to why this company is blowing up. But as you can see right here, I have a nice support for Curaleaf right here at around $5.25, and this support previously was acting as resistance right here, started acting as a support here, and once again it hit the support, and Curaleaf has been on a massive run. At this point, I do think Curaleaf is overbought. We could be expecting a minor pullback. I don't think Curaleaf will continue to run at this pace, but thanks to this good news, it looks like investors are bullish on Curaleaf. So I do want to talk about Aurora Cannabis real quick. In one of my previous videos, I was talking about how Aurora Cannabis was about to approach this support line right here, and whether I wasn't sure if it was gonna break below it and keep declining. What happened was Aurora Cannabis bounced off the support line and started uptrending. So now we're going to see whether Aurora can officially start uptrending, because as we could see right here, Aurora started uptrending, then we started downtrending. So now best case scenario would be Aurora Cannabis would start uptrending. Worst case scenario would be that Aurora Cannabis will continue to downtrend in between these two lines. So of course what we want to see is Aurora start uptrending right here. So we're going to go straight to the Curaleaf news and what brought this company up by 18% today. So cannabis stocks were led higher by Curaleaf after company buys Chicago-based multi-state operator. So Curaleaf was leading the pack after announcing an $875 million stock and cash deal that will help it expand into new states, including Illinois. Curaleaf at that time was up 18.67%, and that was after the company said it was buying Chicago-based multi-state operator GR Companies Inc., paying $75 million in cash, 102.8 million subordinate voting shares, and $40 million worth of common stock. This deal is expected to close in early 2020, and it will increase Curaleaf's presence to 19 states from 12, including Illinois, which legalized adult use cannabis in June through the legislature. The combined company will have 131 dispensary licenses, 68 operational locations, 20 cultivation sites, and 26 processing facilities. So of course I already talked about this. Aurora Cannabis was up 3.7%, and Aurora was also in the news after its German subsidiary won all 3 lots to supply Italy with medical cannabis for the next 2 years. So as news site Marijuana Business Daily reported, Aurora was competing with Tilray, Canopy, Wayland, and Medical Organics Cannabis from Australia. So there was actually some pretty decent news for Aurora Cannabis as well, which has pushed Aurora Cannabis up 3.7%. Also, I did find another very interesting article. It is by The Motley Fool, and it's one top cannabis stock you can buy and hold for the next decade. And I'm going to let you guys guess what that company is. And it's pretty obvious, and if you guys are reading here, it's Aurora Cannabis. So one pot company, Aurora Cannabis, is particularly well positioned to capture substantial portion of the industry's profits in the coming decade. Let's just get straight to the points. They have industry leading scale. They have a strong international presence. So Aurora has a presence in 25 countries, and their closest competitor, which is Canopy Growth, has operations in only 16 countries. So that puts Aurora Cannabis in a huge advantage, and that's versus their closest competitor. So I can only imagine how much more of an advantage they have versus other pot companies. Another thing is their independence equals greater potential for long-term gains. So I know a lot of Aurora Cannabis investors have been hoping that Aurora Cannabis would land a partner, but in this article they talk about how being independent could potentially benefit the investors more in the long term. And we're going to go on to the next one, which is 7 reasons Aurora, Canopy, Cronos, and Hexo are all at or near a 6-month lows. And I just want to go right to these 7 reasons. So investors' favorite pot stocks have been clobbered. Last week, the 4 most popular pot stocks on the planet, which is Aurora Cannabis, Cronos, Canopy, and Hexo, all hit their 6-month lows. So one reason was Health Canada will take a while to resolve Canada's supply issue. Second reason, high margin derivatives won't hit dispensary shelves on time. Third reason, profitability is still a ways off. Fourth reason, share-based dilution continues to rear its head. And this is a very strong case, especially for Aurora Cannabis. 5, scandals aplenty. So not only did we have the Canntrust scandal, we had the Aphria scandal. Hopefully no more scandals to come, but in this sector, I've always said to expect the unexpected. So one pot company, for example, Canntrust, could easily bring down the whole sector. Aphria has done it in the past, and now Canntrust has done it in the last few weeks. Number 6, no quick entrance into the United States. So United States has been going through a whole lot of legal issue. Of course, some states have legalized pot for recreational and medical purposes. Some have only legalized pot for medical purposes. We're all patiently waiting for United States as a nation to legalize pot as a recreational drug. And number 7, all bubbles eventually deflate. So we've had many bubbles in our history. We had the .com bubbles, we had the 3D printer bubbles, we had the Bitcoin bubbles, and now, of course, we're going to look at the whole pot sector as a bubble. And if history does repeat itself, all these bubbles in the past have popped. So I'm not saying that the whole sector as a whole will pop, but there will be a lot of companies that we will eventually start to see disappear. And then only the strong will rise. And of course, I'm hoping one of those companies are Aurora Cannabis. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the news about Curaleaf. Do you think Curaleaf will continue to run, or are you guys expecting a pullback? Also, what do you guys think about the Germany/Italy news for Aurora Cannabis? So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.